I'm seeing a lot of my mutuals revisiting these conversations about corporal punishment or spanking or whipping your kids. Bizarre, weird level of enthusiasm that way too many of y'all have around hitting your non existing kids or your existing kids. Very weird, that aside. I want to talk about this very strange idea that we think that we can instill values in children over like a set period of time. Like there's a certain age where suddenly children deserve to feel valued, to be able to speak, to express their opinions. What a lot of y'all don't understand is that these skills are developed through time. So a felt embodied sense of respect, dignity, integrity is what builds the self-esteem of like a functional, healthy adult. And a lot of the problems we see in society, I think, really boils down to the fact that people never learned how to adequately recognize love. And by proxy, they never learned how to adequately recognize abuse. So you can say what you want about being fine after your parents hit you. The fact of the matter is, if you do things like scream at your children, like physically hit your children, like degrade and berate your children, and you're their primary caregiver, whether you say explicitly or not, this is done out of love, they are going to understand and internalize that as love. And when they go through the world, right, seeking love, they're going to look for things that are familiar, that they recognize. You can talk about kids being soft or spoiled all you want, but the fact of the matter is that kids with really good high self-esteem and sense of self-worth do not tolerate abuse in their lives when they become adults in the same way that kids that come from abusive homes do. When you have been so loved and so cared for and so treated with dignity and respect, it is immediately clear to you when something is not in alignment with that treatment because that's not what you're used to. You don't see someone degrading you or putting you down or putting their hands on you as an expression of care or love because that is not in your worldview, in your collective understanding of what love looks like, feels like, sounds like, etc. I know for me, I want my child to feel such a sense of safety, to feel so loved that when they go out in the world, they know exactly what they're looking for. They know what it feels to be belonged to. They know what it feels to be cared for. They know what it feels to be seen, listened to, valued. That they're also able to freely give it to other people without feeling like it's a gotcha, that their own vulnerability or their own expression of care is somehow a danger to them. I want to see love given, respect given in such a free-flowing, symbiotic way that they think nothing of it in terms of whether they're worthy of it, and they think nothing of it to offer it. When you put these strange conditions and time frames and frankly even age levels on when children are worthy of respect or worthy of dignity, are allowed to express themselves or set boundaries, you're missing how childhood development and brain development works in general, and you're also just setting up kids to have really confused and dissonant ideas about how they're supposed to be treated and how the world is supposed to work.